from that direction, from right to left, you can see the heavy smoke on the North American T-28 Trojan. It was a North American trainer of great success that came out, according to the records, about 1,948 were built. They were built in 3 different branches of the military, one for the Air Force, one for the Navy, and one for the Marine Corps. 2 different power plants, one for the long runways at the Air Force head. Now, from there on the right, you can see the T-28 coming in. Now coming in from the 1 o'clock position, the massive amount of T-34s. And T-6 is coming in from 11 o'clock position. T-28 is going to the right. T-6 is lower to the left and high in the big formation. It should be about 24. The Red Star aircraft. Chinese and Russian coastal training aircraft. We can't see it, you can. We call it. Alright, so they're behind us now.
We're over the field and showing you at this time.
Position. They got first on the
amongst Texas lead and taking left turn for the free That's approved. Good start time.
Position. They've got the longest track as they cross over the top of us and get behind us. So they'll be trailing in the group of 3. Now all of these groups, by the way, in our safety briefing this morning, we counted up the number of airplanes that were expected to be in the air during this extravaganza, our training planes in the air, and it amounted to 80. Now if they all were operational and everybody was up to speed, that's about the number we'll have. Greatest piston power configuration, he was so correct, Walter Reed was, that he in fact sold about 1,900 of the piston-powered models and about another 400 of the turboprop. All right, now listen to the drop of a right engine with very short exhaust gas. It's like a hot rod. It's the right engine on the T-28, tricycle gear. 2 engines, as I mentioned to you before, for the Air Force that had long runways, they only needed 800 horsepower. But for the deck of an aircraft carrier in the shorter Navy fields, they went up to 1,425 horsepower. It was very stout, very fast. One with a larger engine, so fast, and the speed. They modified it for
confirm you have red stars in sight.
They loaded them with armament.
Epsilon, confirm you have red stars in sight. Epsilon has red stars in sight.
Up the gross weight, another 4,000 pounds high, and even for the technicians, it is a joy to work on. So much was thought about the T-28 that behind the engine there is a ladder. Take the clips off, the ladder goes to the ground, you crawl up, and a qualified mechanic can work on the back of the engine with a lot of elbow room. Tremendous amount of room because you don't have to take the engine off. A lot was thought into that aircraft. Very comfortable to fly, gigantic cockpit. Now you see 2 different types of aircraft. Yeah, rock aircraft. About a third of the wingspan. Generally, but not exclusively, a lower horsepower engine with somewhat under 300 horsepower. The Russians want a little bit more.
I could get one more.
Well with the T-28. formations are a work of art. Artistry, you know what we should call this? This is a ballet in blue. Using different altitudes and changing formations. And as I continue to tell, what did I say about an aerial ballet? The twinkling of the lights. Look at the elements in this formation. Several separate formations put together under the same sky to form a giant formation. The ballet
bring it up to west side. We're established west side now.
In the world of formation flying, the leader is the eyes, the ears, the direction, the speed for the team. All team members are looking at the leader or the target airplane.
Confirm when established in your orbit. That's good. Call when established in your orbit.
Leader, whoever it happens to be, whether it's a paint line or a ribbon line, looking at the ground, looking around, looking at the scenery, that's what you're supposed to do in an airplane, is have fun in the outside.
There's a brick wall up or down.
But you can't do that.
Brick wall is currently up.
Directly over the top of us.
Down with the T-34 going across, but it'll be up here momentarily.
Those are the
Blade 4, push forward.
You can close your eyes and hear that right engine. Forward one. On the model, operating off the jet aircraft carrier. This is going to be aircraft It's a model. Maybe see that too. A strike of in order to compensate for that, we added more material on top to get the same water effectiveness as on the Red Star aircraft, the CJ6. Some of the aircraft from the nose-gear aircraft, some of the aircraft.
Lane 4, push forward.
Due to the harsh environment in Russia, cold temperatures, instead of having tall flaps, they had shutters in front of the engine. Maybe you and I would say they look like Venetian blinds. And by varying the opening, you could keep your engine nice and warm on a frigid Russian day. Building 2 is a bit of a problem with the airplane. And in fact, minimize damage if you have a forced landing. The tires would take the punishment. Red Star is doing a nice circle in front of us. Right turn. Back around. Oh, I love this action. Over the top, look at this. Here comes the T-34s. All the features something he had in his inventory, and there is the result. 2,300 total, most of them piston powered, the remainder after the 1,900 run were turned to turboprop. World War II. Debuting in 1938, produced in the U.S. till 1944. Whoops. Camouflage. No, that's okay. T-28. T-28s came out after the
You're going to go left side back to the northeast. Negative. Well, I use your job. Then north down before the belly down.
Each of them gave the eagle-eyed pal, my colleague, Jim Sass, spotter, expert at warbirds, rated in just about every warbird possible, and author. The last of the B-17 drivers articles on aviation, professional airline pilot. Okay, over the top of Jim Sassels coming in, you can see a number of dots there as well. A busy sky. Charlie Hill, Diamond Formation. Before you come to Oshkosh, there is training to get requalified in this specialized environment. I must tell you this, these are volunteers. All of the money from the training on the T6 directly overhead comes out of their pockets. In the training environment, usually done in medium-sized cities and
You can barely see it, but you can definitely notice it.
all the meals coming out of their own pocket, all the gas they purchase coming out of their own pocket, all the accommodations coming out of their own pocket. Me, Oshkosh, then we get action everywhere. Eyes to your left, out in front of us to your right. We're good. And coming straight on.
He can draw fine, he just needs
That
me to
means that the Walter Beach Grand T-34, Trader T-34.
Heading west slow. Slow, T-28.
A little less than 300 compared to a lot of the other aircraft that you have seen in the air, like the T-28 and the T-6, they are easy to get in and out of. And with that nose gear, they have good ground authority. There's two elements of the Epsilon. That's the first element comes in.
To the south of South Carolina, 36 for initial. Good one.
Blind.
Mentors are going northbound, switching. Texas lead, frequency change approved to the north. Epsilon clear to land runway 36. Epsilon clear to land 36.
If you haven't already, make a plan to go to the Warbird area. It is on all your site maps. Jim Sassels and I are for saying the pageantry, the colors. They paint the colors generally in colors of the squadron that they researched out of the actual logbook of the aircraft. That pays tribute to the people in the squadron who flew those aircraft. The Epsilons now touching down in front of us. You can see the design is different from the T-34.
Number 3 behind that Epsilon.
Limited production run. I remember right, between 300 and 400 were produced before.
Red stars smoking from the south.
Put both fingers on the screen and pin and go outward.
Going back to the North American T-6 Texans in the U.S., and it said, the record books will say there were over 15,000 built on the production line.
I mean, it might be for
Production
you.
cranked back up again in Canada back in the early 1950s, and they are said to produce another over 2,000. 3 different names for the same airplane. North American T-6 Texan by the Army Air Corps. That was before the Air Force, of course. The Navy and the Marines called the SNJ. As the Red Star circle overhead.
T-28 box.
The remaining 2 Epsilons
We're doing a little bit better on time. Can we do one more lap or do you set up for the initial? Already set up, bud. We're about a 2-mile initial now. That is done. Be advised, my Charlie 1. Charlie 1 will go to the base, but he will not turn base. He is departing for Green Bay.
As a tribute to the Warbird pilots, who tribute those who went before them. The dedication of these people is unbelievable. And I told you about the training camps they have in towns not too far from Wisconsin. You've got to have certain space, services for the aircraft, easy fueling, a bit of maintenance if you need it. Pilots will in fact have an open ramp day. The public, young and old alike, are invited to come out and look at the airplanes up close, meet the owners. The T-28 breaking over theater in the woods. Meet the pilots, sometimes get a cockpit photo, selfie. Perhaps the selfie and learn more about aircraft. So they are not only dedicated pilots, but they are also great ambassadors to aviation, great ambassadors to the Experimental Aircraft Association. An open house for the town. Everybody wins in that situation. When you've got quite a number of aircraft coming in,
We came from
and you
Target.
want to get them on the ground for the shortest period of time, if you keep your eyes and head on the swivel again,
It was a little
on that
rough,
radar
but
screen,
honestly, it wasn't
your own
too bad because
personal
we were
blueprint.
here at
You watch to see how they come in formation
went to Target when it
and
opened
break
at 8.
based on a cadence of time. So the leader breaks. The next one in line goes 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000
Yeah.
or thereabouts.
We went to
Well, that
Target.
person breaks off.
Yeah. So we
Maintaining
got
the speed
2 new
discipline.
pairs
There
of
it is,
pants
tying to the
and
right. You can
shirt.
see. Now
Okay,
watch
clear
the
the landing
cadence
because it's
between
big.
the break on the 3 aircraft. You count them and see if we were right. Maintain the same speed as the leaders will not overrun people in trail. The leader, you look to the right, you down for land wrong, keep the trouble up, keep the speed up, stay off the brake, giving
I did
the
get a
following
hat.
aircraft as
That's
much
the
space
first thing
on the
we
runway
did
as
was
they
go to the
need.
museum and
A normal rollout would have them stopping and getting off on a taxiway.
got your
But you can see how rapidly the airplanes come in. No, it is no 2, 3, or 4, 5 mile final. They are just in. There's T-28. See how big that cockpit is compared to the pilot center? There's the blue and yellow one, the Navy one. See the tail hook on the bottom? It's right down. That's the C version. Props were short. On the different aircraft carriers, the pilots will tell you it's not so much about landing as it is a controlled crash. The prop just been damaged, it has to be first. The prop still accounted for about the loss of about 10 feet. Not only traceable here, not only over 300 miles an hour, but the T-28 Trojan also had the ability to cruise above 30,000 feet. Just a phenomenal aircraft. As you can see, the height of the wing, I talked to you about getting on and off a Warbird. You have to do some climbing on a T6 and a T-28. You got to be pretty nimble. And some of our pilots maybe get a little older. You don't want to fly out much. That's why the T-34, which we have 24 in the air. If our estimate at our safety reason is correct, they're low to the ground, easy to get in and out of. Again, able to be worked on by any licensed mechanic, licensed aviation mechanic, without any specialized needs for the part. Very economical too, trips across country, taking it to air shows for display, or like this. It doesn't burn quite as much fuel. Okay, look to your left. Watch the brake coming in over the other runway. That's artistry in itself. That's also discipline in itself. That was the T-62 on the overhead, T-48 still rolling out in front of us. When you make your way down to the Warbird section, you'll find not only the tremendous pageant of the aircraft, but many photo opportunities. You meet some great people, you see the environment they work in, and they have great interviews throughout the course of the day as well. People talking about their experiences in some of the aircraft. Again, the T-28 still rolling out. So yes, do get down this rough course of this week. Do not miss it if you will. Plan to spend a lot of time because it is really it's too cool for words.